All right, what's up, my mad catters? It's your boy Cat Dad, and I want to do something a little different. I wanted to do a market analysis and give everyone a little bit of an update of what is happening out here in the cat markets because the last, I don't know, we'll say maybe week or so has just increased a dramatic run up. And at what point, one point a week ago, as you see here, Mooncats are number 18 on the OpenSea volume list, sitting at around 4,300 ETH in the last 24 hours, 1.24 floor. But this is also a really important metric, which I like to track personally, is the amount of unique holders, because about a week ago, this was around 3,500. So we're just past 4,100. We're increasing. More cats are being acclimated. But a week ago, Mooncats were actually out of the top 100 at one point. I had to search through this twice to see where we were, and it was completely out of the picture. So the massive run up has a few different catalysts from it. And there have been an insurmountable amount of sales. I would say 4,300 ETH is no small feat. I mean, obviously, you have some of these that are in the tens of thousands that have massive communities and a lot of money pouring into it. But as we know, Mooncats are becoming more vilified by the community or dignified. There's a lot more praise behind them, and we're seeing a lot of people tweet and actually buy into the markets. So let's just see what some of these catalysts were. We could speculate a little bit on what we might be able to see over the next few weeks or months for however long this NFT run goes. Are they here to stay? Also, with the floor price, as it is mentioned here, 1.24, I also like to double cross check and see what the floor is on NFT 20. This is generally a little bit lower. I think it's because there's a few more mechanisms that are tied to this. So we're at 1.21 for acclimated cats and 1.18 for wrapped. There's a little of an ARB opportunity. I know some people like to take advantage of this, but this pool is getting drained. The wrapped Mooncats, I think once this pool drains out completely, you'll see a massive surge, because then it'll decrease the confusion and the ARB opportunities will go away. So then they actually have to find it within the acclimated markets, which therefore boosts these numbers and goes above and beyond. Because if you included the unwrapped models, this number and the adoption center, this would probably be closer to like 6,000. So that would still put them under the world of women, but it would put them much higher. So always good to track those. Also with Crypto Slam, we are number 13 in the last 24 hours. If you look at this, what is this? 207 buyers. That's a lot of buyers. 207 with only 357 sales. So you're saying like each person is buying less than two, like 1.5 maybe. So you're seeing organic growth come in with the interest. Whereas some of these projects you see with the lower amount of buyers per transactions, you have like whales accumulating. But I think the whale accumulation is over until something we'll talk about in a second. But now you're just seeing more organic, more community members come in. The Discord's actually been growing a lot as well. As you see here, it looks like a few cats were adopted. These numbers are dropping down. Recently, I purchased number 10 for 32 ETH. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But this adoption center used to be like 3-4 pages. So now it's all the way down. So everyone is becoming a little bit more acclimated. So what the fuck has been going on recently? I think this was a little bit of a catalyst. This conversation I had with Noah, who is the NFT guy at Christies. I saw that they're auctioning off curio cards. So I said, hey, I have a 2017 through 2021 Mooncat collection. Would you guys be interested? There's only 3 2020 Mooncats and 71 2019. So if you're playing off technicals, there could only be 3 collections ever. But the buy-in for that is much larger now, because the 2019 floors, 17 floors, all the floors are out the roof. And I believe the only 2020 cat, that's the other one that's acclimated, is listed for 250 ETH. So you're probably going to have to pay $1 million on the market just to get this sort of collection. So it seems like they're interested. We'll touch that in a second. Shout out to Noah. Give me a follow. He's also a Mad Catter. He owns some Mooncats personally, which you can see right here. I can't sell Mooncats because I own one, but I think that's like him personally. We've had brief conversations, but that's all I can say at this moment. This was the big one. Logan Paul Most people know him, the YouTube content creator, 6 million followers. He has like another 20 million on Instagram. Spent 160 ETH on a pure white Genesis. I believe the mint number was in the 500s for this. Obviously, tons of retweets, tons of validation. This actually brought like a big onslaught of people into Discord, a lot of buys. As we know, with NFTs, it's more influencer dominated than with fungible tokens. So the price could be pushed with a little bit more influence, and also the sellers are just as important as the assets itself, because again, brings validation to the project. So, I mean, 500 grand, that's no small number to begin with. So we see people like KSI getting in on Mooncats, another big following. He tends to like the accessories, it looks like. The Crypto Dog, he's also been very active in the Discord. What day was this? This was the 24th. So I think this was the same day that I had the conversation with Noah. 23rd. Okay, day after. So he's been talking about it. I think he's tweeted a little bit more recently. Obviously, he has one of the largest crypto accounts to begin with, close to 600,000 followers. So shout out to you, Crypto Dog, the homie, showing in and understanding the first ever generative NFT in Ethereum history. Like, people are finally beginning to notice this. This was slept on for such a long time. It seems like some people still aren't understanding that it was generative. If you want to understand what that means, then go check out my interview with Ponderware, which was the video before this. And Midnight Lightning does a great explanation on what on-chain means for Mooncats and what generative art means. But just know there were over 4 billion options of Mooncats that could have been minted upon mint. So I'll leave it there. We had Pentoshi, who is the person who bought Darth Kitty off of me, is out there publicizing, talking about Mooncats, showing it some love. Obviously, he also has a huge account, 200,000. Shout out to him for still holding Darth Kitty down. And we had Noah. This was a few days ago. It's August 29th, the day of this recording. They won 5 consignments for Christies, which is October 1st auction. One of them being Hero cards, which is why I responded to him. Who are the 4 others? He's going on an Art Blocks podcast today, which I think is in like a few hours after this recording. I don't know if this video will be up by then. So that you could say Art Blocks is 2. Who will be the other 3? I mean, we'll see. Apes are pretty popular. Cats are pretty popular. CryptoPunks are obviously probably in there of some sort, but we'll see. NFTs are continuing to blow up. So now let's go check out the markets. As I mentioned earlier, the floor is 1.24, which we finally broke that 1 ETH barrier, because, man, that took forever. That took, I think, 3 or 4 attempts to actually break that over the last 5 months during accumulation. But this is what I've always paid attention to, 2017 market. This is where I placed my bets personally over the last few months. Oh, this is Metaspark. Oh, so this is, never mind. This is the new whale that has popped up, which I want to bring to everyone's attention. This man has accumulated, or person, whoever it may be, close to like 200 Mooncats, 252, and has been buying every day. As you see recently today, he's been cornering the pures market, and these ones are 2017, 2018. So you see 9.6 ETH, 4.4, 8.99. So these are all the pures, and he's acquired, or they have acquired, all of these cats within August. I'm pretty sure the first time he popped up, I was tweeting about it, was maybe like 2 weeks ago. So as you see, he loves his pures. This is what happens. Mooncats are such a large collection that you could corner a market and pump the price. And then therefore you're giving that subsector of Mooncats validation, because this guy's probably put at least $1 million into this collection. So as you see, just pures, like, it doesn't even matter, years, anything. He also bought like a low mint. I think he bought number 12 or 21, one of those two. It's somewhere down in there. Metaspark, this person is absolutely going ham, like absolutely. So shout out to you, my friend, for coming in and seeing value. This is the 2017. This is, as I was saying before, this is where I put my bets personally. 2017 is a big year for NFTs. Regardless, you have CryptoPunks, you have EtherRock, and all these other rediscovery projects. It was also kind of when crypto got some validation just overall in 2017, as we saw Bitcoin go up to 20K and ETH hit like 1,400. Obviously, there was a bear market afterwards, but it was just a big year for crypto overall. And so the floor for 2017 is now 6 ETH. That's what, 5 times the premium of a normal floor cap. And before, I've seen 2017s get up to an 8x premium at one point. And then obviously, once you go deeper and deeper into the 2017s, you start seeing the numbers come down much lower. As you see, 133 is 7.25. Which one? 909 is 7.5. And as you get down into the lower mint numbers, the price begins to increase drastically. It also is dependent on your preference. Is it a pure? Is it a clone? Is it a character cat? Sorry, guys, my computer is just overloaded. I need to update my computer. As you see, there's this is a 1 of 1. This is created by the BNH team. So as you see, yeah, I'm not going to give you so much time, but just know like the lower mint is the more important factor, and people love the year. So this is the 2018 market. The floor for 2018 is now 4 ETH. So it's gaining some traction. It's about a little more than half the price. There aren't as many of these on the market because obviously Roller Dance owns like 1,000 of them out of 2,500. So it becomes more scarce. Whatever you could speculate on that idea. Those are 2018s. The price, the floor price, actually 1.24. I don't know what's going on with OpenSea. And then we've seen a run up in some of the character cats. Garf obviously being the most popular. As you can see, the last sales 5.5, 6, 2.99, 5, and then even so. Those 4 were for the run up. And then before, you could see some of these ones were only like 2, 1.35, 2.5. And these were all before the run up. This one has a McDonald's hat that actually has like a premium for out of the accessories. So as you see, now people are starting to give notice to the Garf market. And there's many other ones from that. And as I mentioned on August 24th, so 5 days ago, 2017 is leaving the station. Character cats are going to be the next run up. So we saw Garfs. Aliens had a previous run up before we breached one. So we'll probably see Cheshires come up at some point, which I know there are some buyers who hoard a lot of them. I like Cheshires. They're pretty cool. Pink Panthers, zombies. Those are the 5. Once these price people out, then you'll probably see some other cats create some narratives. And so obviously too, with the big Genesis sales, 160 ETH, Logan Paul, 75 ETH, 88.8. So we saw those 3. I think there was 100 sale too. I believe it was a black one. I'm pretty sure it was 100. I don't know why that's not displaying. There's Darth Kitty. This is what I sold Pentoshi at the beginning of August. It seems like freaking forever ago. So where are we going to see this market? Oh, and this is my last tweet from earlier today. As somebody bought this acclimated Mooncat mint number 21 for 31 ETH. To me, low mints are extremely undervalued. Like I truly believe that there are going to be multiple low mints that actually outperform Genesis cats in the long term. And you see Genesis cat just sold for 160 ETH, and the largest low mint sale would be the one that I bought, acclimated cat number 10 for 32 ETH. So you're saying that a low mint is 1/5 of the price of a Genesis, even though there's 96 and 16 within the top 100. To me, that just seems misguided and misplaced. So if you get lucky to get your hand on a low mint, especially a one within the top 10, I think you're going to catch some massive upside from that. So where are we going, guys? What do we have to do? Where are the markets headed? Do we need another influencer to hop on? I don't think so. Would Christies be huge? Obviously, that would be huge. With my collection specifically, will it make it to Christies? We'll see. If not, should I just sell it anyways? Should I see what the market is for it, list it on OpenSea, or do something else? Like that's always an option to catch it during the same time as Christie's, since there's going to be money out there to gain some publicity, because there can only be 3 of those ever sets. And obviously, if there's only 3 sets, that would actually make it more scarce than Alien Punks. So we know Alien Punks, there's I think 7, might be wrong. Don't crucify me. So out of a set of 25,000, you need 5, and there can only be, you need 5 of those cats from 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I don't know. That could be a pretty high premium from that. We'll see what happens out here in the future, but I like tracking this. Obviously, in the previous posts, I talked about the updates from Ponderware, which we're going to see introduced here shortly. They're updating their roadmap, which can help. But as this NFT market just continues to go parabolic, I don't know, are we in a bubble? Is this just a new paradigm, as we all like to say? It's going to be big. So I just want to say that continue on into these cat markets with a 25,000 piece collection. We can have over 10,000 community members at some point. Like that would probably be the largest NFT community ever. I mean, I know Bored Apes and Mutant Apes and Dogs, and now that's a 30,000 collection, separate but same universe, I guess how you call it. And CryptoPunks has Meebits, so that's another 20,000, although they're separate collections. This is one complete collection. I love Mooncats. They're staying in their own lane. We have this massive appreciation in market, and there's going to be more sales. I'm recording this right now at 3:38 p.m. on August 29th. I don't know. I have a weird feeling that there's going to be a massive sale sometime here in the near future leading up to this Christies auction, whether it happens or not. So stay tuned, guys. Let me know if you guys like this video, if there's anything else in the market that you'd like for me to cover. This is just something that I wanted to do, talk about. Go follow me on Twitter, guys. I've been talking Mooncats, been getting, received a lot of praise for doing this because there's a lot of misconfusion within the markets. So this is Cat Dad giving a little brief market analysis here on a Sunday. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on IG. Follow Ponderware. Buy some Mooncats because we're heading back, baby.